Welcome to week 5.
Hello.
This is week 5. I am Justin Sylvester.
I am Blakely Thornton.
And you guys are listening to Yesterday's. Yes, Steve, clap for that shit.
Clap.
Blakely is still in his bougie hotel room in Paris. This has been 2 weeks.
I live here now.
God, I wish I was still single.
I haven't met an area man.
Shut up.
I am too tired. I will be. It's 9 p.m. now or 8:20. I'll be asleep after this.
Girl, I'd be just waking up.
8:20 p.m.
I would have gone on a disco nap.
Oh no, I can't.
First of all, I would have picked up a pack of cigarettes at the store on my way home.
Ugh.
I wouldn't even have smoked the cigarettes. I don't even smoke cigarettes unless I'm in Europe. I then would have gotten home at 6 o'clock, took a hardcore disco nap, maybe a little milk magnesia right before I went to bed, woke up at 8:45, 9:30, gotten ready for dinner, let that milk and magnesium settled in. Now it's ready to all move out.
Are you Medea? What is milk of magnesia?
We're going to talk when you get back home.
What is a milk of magnesia? That sounds
milk
like
magnesia just gets everything moving, gets you gets you in the mood.
Diuretic?
It's a little diuretic. It works with your body's natural water. It's not anything crazy. But when I go out in Europe, I know I'm going to be out till 6:30 in the morning. So I just want to make sure everything's left at home.
Couldn't be me. I am literally I'm in bed. Even if we go out, I'm in by 2 a.m.
But you're young and gay.
I'm not young though.
39 is young.
I'm not young. I mean, this wedding's going to be very interesting because there's outfit changes. There's a boat party Friday. Then we have the reception, the black tie dinner, and then the club. The club, which starts at midnight. Like, people are like, okay, cool. Who's having outfit changes? I'm like, bougie black weddings. Like,
this is everything.
There's always going to be 3 settings, babe. I mean, I'm excited because I'm going to serve.
Are you there with a +1 or you went by yourself?
By myself.
Okay. Would you have rather a +1 or do you like rolling by yourself? I like being solo dolo.
I like solo dolo. Just I like getting in. I wake up every morning, go to Barry's Paris, boom, 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 do some work. And I love being in Europe because I can get my whole day's work done, and then by noon, I'm finished. And nobody's bothering me. Nobody's even really awake to do work until 3 p.m. for me. So it's okay, I get some of the 3 p.m. shit going on, and then and then by the time LA people are up, I'm I'm at dinner. I'm if we weren't on this podcast, babe, there's a reason I'm drinking rosé. Come on.
I know that a lot of people, especially straight people, and I'm sorry, I know Steve just got married. A lot of straight people get upset when they don't get a +1 to a wedding. But I'm here to tell you, young straight people, don't bring sand to the beach. Weddings, and for some odd reason, funerals, get people the friskiest. I don't know what it is. I think people go to a wedding thinking, all right, y'all, tonight I'm getting it in.
My room service is here. One moment. This is going to be a ridiculous non sequitur. I have to answer the door to get a Pokeball.
Go for it. And by the way, if he's shirtless, I'm going to die.
He's not.
I'm going to keep my rant on.
Thank you.
But I feel like people go to weddings
you can come right here.
and they want to get it in.
I'm filming a podcast.
Am I wrong, Steve?
Weddings, sure. People want to at a funeral.
People want to at funerals. People get, I don't know. I think there's just something about, damn, Blakely is so bougie.
Crisis of life.
What's that?
It's the existential crisis of life.
Yes.
You want to live life.
Yes. I think people really want to get it in. Okay, you guys, you probably can hear this. You can't see it, but Blakely has just ordered about $300 worth of room service, and the guy just came.
Thank you so much. Bon appetit. All right, there we go.
I just love how bougie you are.
Huh?
I love how bougie you are.
I'm just I haven't had time to eat dinner. I'm hungry.
I love it. Oh, I love it. Back to our conversation.
Weddings +1s.
Do you ask to sit next to the other single gay, or do you just let it happen by chance?
Let it happen. I'm cute. I find myself to be handsome. They'll find me.
They'll find you.
They'll find me.
Oh, I like that.
That's my energy. Like my energy at this point is like, you'll find me. Whoever's gonna find me is gonna. They're like, are you dating? Like honestly, unless it's like Pedro Pascal or Ricky Martin, I'm not checking for anybody.
Listen, I love my man. I really do. Like, I'm in it. It's been 9 months. I don't know if I can find anyone better than this man because he is so salt of the earth and so handsome and tall and got a job and a 401k.
What's his
And
job?
you won't take him to a wedding?
And by the way, I won't take him to a wedding. 'Cause A, I don't want
Ever?
anybody to see him. No. I'm gonna be like Dolly Parton, bitch. You're gonna see my man's face at my wedding, and that's all. And it's only if People Magazine's covering that bitch, okay? I'm not putting my man out there for the world. I like him to be a little sacred.
What about okay?
What?
Once you got married to him, people are going to know who he is anyway. So you might as well bring him after you get married.
Yeah. Oh no. I'll bring him after I get married.
Okay, I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Oh no. I'll bring him after I get married. I also am at the age where I'm over 35 and I'm dating somebody who is over 40, and my life is my life, his life is his life, and then we meet in the middle and figure out what works. I don't think we're at that stage in our own lives. Like, we're not young where we have to like mesh everything and do everything together and go to every dinner together. Like, that man has a key to my house. He can come in whenever he wants. But I don't need to go to dinner with you and your friend. And I like that about my
Do
relationship.
you know his friends?
Yeah, I've met them. They're great. They're cool. They're chill.
Are they European?
No, but he is.
Okay.
He's very European.
What's his primary friend group? Are they WeHo gays? Are they Silver Lake
No,
gays?
they're straight. They're hotel people. They're like
they own hotels or live
no,
in
they're
hotels?
just luxury hotel people.
Okay,
Like, they
got it.
all work in luxury hotel. And they have a shorthand. Just like you and I have a shorthand with
Yes.
people in entertainment, they have a shorthand.
For
And they
hotel people?
they have inside jokes. What's that?
For hotel people have insights to have
Yeah, they've all
Okay.
worked together for like 20 years. They've all been in the same system. And I like that he has his little group, and I love that he has his own life. And I love that he doesn't try to force his life on me and mine on him. And he comes to things like, you met him at a work event. He's just
Yeah.
like, he's there and he's
He's
chill.
chill, he's there, he's cool, good for the convo, good for the picture.
Great for the
We're
picture.
going to dinner. We're doing
Yeah, we're going to dinner, get out of here. I don't know. I'm at that place in my life where I love that I can have my own life and he can have his.
But what happens when you mesh them? What happens at the marriage? What happens when you go to the chapel?
Well, we're not going to the chapel for another 5-10 years.
True.
I'm like
Yeah.
I'm a long engagement girl.
Oh yeah, true. It's like no. I need to know you at your worst, and that takes at least 4 years.
Exactly.
People can say on good behavior. You stay on good behavior for like 24 months, and then you're like, who is this?
Oh,
Was
exactly.
Who?
No, exactly.
What?
Exactly. No, I need to see all of it. I also have never, this is a hot take,
Mhm.
I've never cohabitated with somebody, and I'm really scared about it.
It sucks. Honestly, as someone who broke up during the pandemic, that was the last time I cohabitated for like 9 months. Like when you don't like each other, being in the apartment. Also, it was a bad relationship, but like I'm here to confirm your fears. You should be afraid.
I'm
You
so
should be very
afraid. I'm so
Because
afraid.
once they're there and you can't get them the out. Like I used to go on 10-mile runs and just cry. Because I'm just like, I need to get away from him. I used to like every day, I used to wake up and run 10 miles. Just 'cause
No.
I'd be away from him for a long period of time. It was just great. Like, what's the longest period of time I can be away? And then you kind of
that how you got skinny?
back. Ugh. Shudder to think about it.
I will say, good news is when he's in my space, I love him in my space. When we travel together, I love it when we're together. Like, I am here for this man. I think that I could live with him. I just am not a rusher. I don't rush into things.
Yeah. I'm
He's
just
good, though.
at this point, yeah, I don't even know what I am anymore. Who am I anymore? I'm just like I'm focusing on surviving, continuing to be legal,
For now.
not getting deported or getting deported to France because I'm still here. Who knows? This might be a remote podcast for the rest of time because like, do I really want to come back?
If you pull a Salma Hayek,
Do I really want?
if you
maybe
pull a Salma Hayek on my black ass,
if there's a gay LVMH air, babe, I'm never leaving. Good
If
luck.
there's a rich gay somewhere in France that, why don't you drop a pin for people out there
If there's a
so
rich
they know
case
where you
somewhere
are?
in France, I am at the Kimpton Saint Henri in room. Bleep that. But don't bleep it. Don't if there's a special like Patreon version for people with an 850 credit score, don't bleep it. All right.
Steve,
I'm here.
do not bleep
Here.
it.
You gotta cash at me $2,000 for an entry fee so we can even discuss.
Are you selling the coochie?
No, I'm selling a conversation.
Oh, yeah, a bitch.
I am selling a
Yes.
conversation.
Sell
2,000 gets you in the door to speak to me. All right. And then
Sell
we can
it.
discuss what else can go down.
Damn.
YSL
So,
boots are not cheap. All right.
are you wearing them to bed too now?
No, girl, I was at this when taking them off, full workout, calves burning on the ground. Luckily, a YSL dressing room is very luxurious. When the man was like, "Do you need help?" I was like, "No, I have to learn to do it alone." I was sitting here in this mirror dressing room, ass up, like, "Come on,
Sweating.
come on!" Oh, full sweat. Well, in
Sweating.
Paris, the air conditioning is sparing in these old ass buildings. So when I
And
tell
by
you,
the way-
luckily my tank top was black. When I came back out, I was like,
They were like,
"No."
look at this
I was
America.
like, I'll take them out of
Look at this
embarrassment.
goddamn America.
My DNA is in them now. I've bled in them at this point. So you can't sell them now, so they're mine.
Oh my God, you guys, we have a really good show for you today. This might be the most heated episode of Yestergays this month. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know that.
Okay.
Because, on June 29th, 2007, Apple releases the first iPhone, a total game changer. Culture becomes mobile, selfies become normal, and Twitter's future is sealed. The original iPhone, released in late 2007, sold approximately 270,000 units in its first 2 days and topped 1 million units by early September. By the end of 2007, Apple had sold 1.4 million iPhones, with 80% of the sales occurring in the fourth quarter. That was all from black people.
Occurring.
In the fourth quarter. By 2021, they sold 242 million in that year alone.
Jesus.
By the way, I can see that.
Steve Jobs, rest his soul, God rest his soul, whatever God's out there, they ended culture. The iPhone ended society. It ended anonymity. It ended people dancing in the club. It ended people's decorum. It ended being able to lie to your friends.
It ended being able to lie to your friends.
You used to be like, I'm on my way. Drop a pin. Life before drop a pin was so much simpler.
No.
Lying to your
No.
parents?
Take it back. Life before knowing what everyone was doing at every waking moment without you was a blessing.
The iPhone invented FOMO.
The iPhone invented FOMO.
The iPhone.
I grew up in an age of no FOMO. I grew up in an age where it took 2 days to get a photo up to your MySpace page. So I didn't know where you were. I didn't know where you were unless you left it on your AIM telling me you were at the mall.
Nor did we care.
We didn't care.
Nor did we care. Okay?
We didn't care. Okay?
If you weren't there, I didn't care, and I miss it. I miss BlackBerry BBM.
Oh yeah.
I miss the Devil Wears Prada. I hope the new Devil Wears Prada sequel only has Blackberries. Bring back the Blackberry
With the side wheel.
That's a sidekick.
No, you remember the side wheel? Remember the BlackBerry with the side
yes.
wheel? That's why I have tendonitis today.
Mm.
I think iPhones. By the way, we weren't looking in the mirror all day.
No.
Like when you got up at 7:30 in the morning, you looked in the mirror before you went to school, and you never looked into a mirror again. Like maybe when you went to the bathroom at lunch, Because back then your bladder was good. Your bladder was strong. It was long. So you went to the bathroom maybe once or twice during school. You maybe glanced in the mirror, but you probably didn't because y'all nasty ass weren't washing your hands anyway in high school.
They weren't.
But the fact that now iPhones, you look in the mirror all day.
You're looking at you.
You're looking at you. I'm looking at you. You're just looking in the mirror all day. And you're also looking at people's lives and you're comparing your lives, and those bitches aren't telling you the truth. Those
But
girls are not telling you.
that's not the iPhone. That's social media. But the iPhone, in terms of like text on red, all
Yes.
that shit. Where
Yes.
are you? Find my friends. Like,
Yes.
it's just like, I don't want to be connected. I feel like the iPhone, if you look at it, I feel like there might be a correlation between the iPhone and the uptick in divorce. Because you used to just like, you go to work, maybe you lie, maybe you're at work, maybe you're having an affair. Who knows? You couldn't be married 30 years because you saw each other 2 hours a day. He got up, went to the coal mines, sold ads, whatever, came the home. Now you can know where he is. Now you can be texting him throughout the day about nothing. And now it's like, you read my text, you saw it. Like, ugh.
What are you thinking? By the way, you could probably go home on the way from the mines, go get a little piece of coochie from your girl Claire, and then run home in 25 minutes and nobody would know.
It was so much easier to have two families before the iPhone. You know? Shout out to used to be having two families. Y'all
Wait,
were
by
out
the
here
way,
working hard.
hold on. They had two families that lived 3 blocks away from each other,
3
and
blocks,
nobody
babe.
knew it.
3 blocks. Roxanne. Both the
Bitch.
wives.
By the way,
not the
it's
rapper, both
23andMe.
the wives.
23andMe, everybody up on that.
Like, I'm secret siblings. Sometimes I wish my dad was like that. Honestly, my upbringing was they're like still in love. They've been married for 40 years and never cheated. And, like, just give me some like spice, guys.
No.
Stephen Janice, you're so boring. You're so boring. I love the two of you. I love Christmas every year. But
No.
did Steve have the nerve to have like another wife? And because my mom would have beat the shit out of her. That would have been celebrity deathmatch spectacular. My mother would have killed that whore.
Your mom would have fought.
Oh, killed, not fought, murdered. Like Whitney Houston. My mom doesn't fight; she beats bitches up.
Ooh.
My mom was from the south side of Chicago. Okay, like I am bougie, but like, would I murder someone on site? That's my mother. That's like my mother is why if you surprise me, I'll punch you in the face. That's my mom.
I met a few of my dad's girlfriends at his funeral, and doing the math, the linkage, like doing the math of when they told me they dated, I'm like, y'all motherfuckers up in here, like nothing is adding up here, like because if y'all dated in '94 and stayed together till '96, but he was with her, but it was
Overlap.
the wildest thing.
As we say in Hollywood, there was an overlap. Was there any overlap?
There was so much overlap. Bitches were folded over.
It was the Venn diagram.
They were folded over. Okay.
It was a Venn diagram.
I had a friend in high school. Ooh, I love bougie white drama. I had a friend in high school whose dad worked overseas. Oil company.
Did he have a French family?
Wait, bitch. Wait. The dad was hot. The mom was hot. The daughters were hot as and they were nice people. They were great. It was like they were awesome family. They were like the family. And he got hurt overseas working on an oil rig. The mom got the call because she was in case of emergency forever, goes overseas to visit the dad who's in a coma and is greeted by the German wife who has a kid.
Also, it's not working on an oil rig is not bougie. That's wild. Why? And also, why did he have to work on an oil rig in Germany? See, people need to think. There are oil rigs in the Gulf of Mexico, bitch. You're in Louisiana. He could have easily found that work.
No, he was making the money. He was going a month on, 2 weeks off. I mean, 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off.
You can do that in the Gulf of Mexico. Oil is oil.
Listen, if they're offering you that money, whatever it is, that went there and had Dasha.
They were paying more money for him to work on an oil rig in Germany.
Maybe he was showing the Germans how to work the rig.
Or
I don't know.
he was someone else, as we have proven.
But
Did this
then,
wife? Did your friend's mom read books? Like, is this bitch stupid?
wait, so she went there and then she came back. My friend was getting married at the time, around this time. So imagine you're about to like get married and your parents, the whole life you knew is all blown up. So this was all going on while she was about to get married. It was like the craziest thing I had ever been a
And you
part
know
of,
what
but
could have stopped this?
no iPhones.
An iPhone. Wait, what year was this?
Oh, this was like 2005, 2006.
Oh, well then, yeah. If she had, you know what? If she had found my friends, that would
She would have
have
found his ass.
She would have found his ass.
She would have found his ass.
She would
You know
have.
what
She's like,
else?
you're not on an oil rig. You're in Berlin, bitch. Why are
You're
you
at
at
Bergheim.
Bergheim? Why are you at Bergheim on Friday? Huh? Riddle me this, bitch. Riddle me this.
That iPhone, yo.
It's like now it's so permeated our culture. Kids are addicted to it. You know, Tim Cook, his little, what's his called name, his little Nazi heir apparent donating to Trump. Like, but like you can't live with it. You can't live without it.
I fought it. I remember fighting it. I didn't get an iPhone until like iPhone 5. And I knew it was going to be bad for me. But the other thing that I'm really upset about, the one thing that it took away from me was dating outside of the iPhone. Because I had a little bit, in LA, I had a tiny bit of it. When I first got here, the apps weren't a thing. People weren't dating like online as much. People would actually go out and have a good time and meet people in the clubs. Like it was a thing to go out.
Yeah.
And then I feel like once the iPhone came out and then apps started rolling out, that kind of shit that went away.
Yeah. Remember when like developing an app was novel or like you didn't understand that? Like I'm developing that. I'm like, huh?
There was a beta.
For an iPhone? What? Like
What? And now I'm mad I didn't make a
all iPhone did was create a lot of creative directors with nothing. I'm a creative director. I'm building a platform of what? Of what? When you're on Raya, I'm a 29-year-old founder. No, you're not. The iPhone
Shut up.
fucked this up. You're a trust fund baby / bum.
Shut up.
Fucking bum.
Do you like dating with an iPhone or
No, I
you
hate
rather
it.
the
I want
old?
somebody to talk to me. Like I tell the story. I was at Coachella 2024. I went with Neutrogena, and I went. We had this nice hotel. There was a cute boy across the bar,
Ooh.
and I was like, okay, cool. Like, send a drink, come say hi. Like, we're clearly gay. We're eyeing each other. When I tell you, he like sent me a picture of his butthole on Grindr. He like airdropped it,
What?
and I was like, I'm not gonna. You know what? No, I got up and left.
No.
I was like, you couldn't come over and be like, and like touch my butt and tell me I'm cute or like say hello. You sent me a picture of your booty hole on airdrop.
Steve's like, wait, you guys do that?
No, not you guys, but people do.
Steve is like, what?
He airdropped his butt.
Gay people show booty holes.
Oh yeah, Steve. Grindr would be a whole new world for you.
Steve,
But
stay away
like,
from Grindr.
I was. What does he say?
No, Steve's freaking out back there.
Oh.
Steve is short circuiting right now.
But I was just like, I need in real life. I need Instagram
IRL.
as far as I can go. There's a couple people that I'm like, okay, cool. Like you find them, you DM, you talk, you see if they have any like text game. But I'm like, I miss like, are you cool in person? Because there's a whole thing where you can like do this perpetual loop of being cute on text or pithy on text. But I'm mean now. I'm like, stop sending me memes and hit me on a date.
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a like shut the up. Like this
Come
is
on.
easy. Like this is just because it becomes a dopamine hit. Like, oh, I'm funny to 10 boys on the internet. That's actually nothing. You're actually by yourself staring at a little computer. You nerd. Like,
You know
go
what?
Suck a dick. Give a hand job. Dance in the streets.
Do something.
Take some drugs. You know. This is why Gen Z is boring.
This is why Gen Z is boring.
You're so boring. You guys are so boring.
Also, let's
What?
talk about this. Our generation knows how to talk to people because we had to call our friends' landlines
And risk
and
it.
hold a 3-minute
With their
conversation
parents.
with their parents.
With their parents.
We had to call that house, and if Miss Sharon answered the phone, hey, Miss Sharon, how are you today?
How's your day?
Oh, I'm good, baby. How are you?
How's school going? How's Miss
how's-
Clarkson? She's good.
Yes.
She's the same. My mom's great.
100%. If you are over the age of 35, you were forced to have a conversation with a woman or a man that was at least 25 years older than you, and you learned fucking manners, you learned how to hold a conversation, and you learned how to engage with people.
Kids
Okay?
these days are stupid. You're stupid and you're dumb and you don't know how to do things. I'm gonna
Because you had your own landlines.
about this
Because you
Gen Z
grew up with
PR
a
girl.
landline.
Gen
your
Z PR
room.
girl. I'm in a PR company. She's like, or I'm working with a PR company for a fashion show. She sits there. We've made a list for the party. She's the girl working the door. She sits down and she goes, "What do I do if they're not on the list?" And I look at her and I go, "Don't let them in." And because of all this safe space shit, you can't talk to them like they're stupid, but they are stupid, which is the biggest catch. How do I say that and not look at you like you are boo boo the fool? How did you pick PR as a career and
Linda
not know
Blair.
what a party list is?
The Linda Blair neck turnaround would have the exorcist that would have happened to my face at that moment emotionally would have been insane.
No,
But they don't know it. Like they don't know it.
because
Like
they're stupid. They're stupid, dumb, stupid little pricks. I'll
The
fight.
reason-
I'll fight your whole generation. You know why? Because y'all can't fight.
And by the way, the reason why I know how to get through a job interview today is because that same friend I called, I still had to go to his house. And while he was getting ready in his room, taking that last doo-doo before we went out bike riding, his mother was smoking a Marlboro Light across from me over there. Actually, it was a Virginia Slim. And I had to sit with her ass. And I had to talk to her for 10 minutes about shit I didn't know about.
Nothing.
Nothing. I didn't know shit about shit.
And now y'all want work-life balance and a safe space. Shut the up.
Ah!
Up. Get a 401k. Get a job. Use a landline. Write in cursive. Bet you can't.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. Write in cursive.
Write in cursive. Write a
By the
cursive
way-
J, you bitch.
No, bitch. Tell me what the Pythagorean theorem is.
Write a cursive J before you talk to me. Cite a source.
Come on.
Pythagorean theorem. Dewey Decimal System. Card
What up?
catalog. What you know about a card catalog? You a whore?
Find a book in a library.
Go to a library. Do you have a library card? Don't talk to me.
Bye.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk
Pay
to
your
me.
late fees at Blockbuster.
Hollywood Video.
Be kind, rewind.
Be kind and
Be
fucking
kind,
rewind.
rewind.
Actually, you know
What
what?
do
I'm gonna
you
give
know
you
about
no,
a
no, no.
late fee?
No. I'm gonna give you a VHS. Try to put it on.
Girl, I work
Work a VHS.
I work with a Gen Z singer who will not be named, and I was the creative director for this music video. It was I've Lived Lives, and we wanted her to rip the tape out of a VHS, and she goes, "What do I do with it?" And we put it in her hand, and she goes, "I don't get it." I had to like show her how to pull it up and pull the tape out. She's like, "Oh, this is why it's called a tape."
They don't know. They don't know.
I
They
think if
don't
I see roll the window, I was like motion rolling the window up. If you don't do this,
You don't know.
if you do this, they don't
Also-
know life without power windows.
Also, if you didn't do the thing where you wanted to get to HBO or see Cinemax without paying for it, if you didn't go up and down on the box with your fingers at the same time, get out of here.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I forgot you were rich.
Yeah, I was
So you
about
had-
to say, maybe that's not generational. That's poverty. I respect you and I love you and I cherish
It's
you. but
poverty.
not
It was poverty.
That was poverty, babes.
By the way, if you didn't tell your parents you were sleeping at a friend's house, meanwhile you were getting up in a field,
That part.
drinking
That part.
Smirnoff,
If you
outta
never
here.
drink, if you never drink Bacardi Limon in the back of a Jeep Cherokee and thrown up and gone home anyway,
if you have never had a Malibu in 7 because you thought it was the shit, get out of here.
no, wait, what was the original for loco? What was if you've never had a Mad Dog 2020 lunch flavor?
Shut
Remember Mad Dog
Yes.
2020?
Yes.
If you've never gone to a liquor drive-through in your private school uniform with a fake ID, and
If you've
said,
never
"Give
gone
me
through a liquor drive-through,
yeah, they were drive-throughs in Texas.
I didn't need. By the way, Louisiana, I didn't need an ID. I went in my
I
uniform, and the guy sold it to us.
Y'all are so ratchet.
We were ratchet,
I-
bitch.
I thought I thought a drive-through was. We used to drive through in our school uniforms and get
Yeah.
like 30 racks of Natty Light,
Yeah.
Bacardi Limon, and Smirnoff.
No. We had a friend who worked there. Like we all got jobs at places
A
that we
liquor
wanted
drive.
to get in at.
But y'all had a
Yeah.
drive-through.
We
A
had
liquor drive-through?
drive-throughs. Yes, and they would sell you the mixed drinks.
Yes.
Yeah.
That can't be legal anymore, right?
It
I
is still
forget. You guys
legal.
don't have open container laws.
I went the other day. It's legal. They put a tape thing in on top of it, and it is what it is.
We used to go to this restaurant called Alamir's. It was like a Persian restaurant in Dallas that served us from like sophomore year on. So we used to go but it also had great food. It had amazing Mediterranean food, like hummus, like labna, like chicken. So we used to get blackout drunk at Alamir's and then hang out in the Winnie's parking lot.
Isn't it so fun whenever you get to like part of this podcast that I know you guys probably don't get half the references we talk about, but it is gearing me up to write the book of a lifetime because remembering all these things and getting to share them with people, like this is from the top of our heads. Like this is things that we are bringing up.
I remember the dude you're getting Adele guy yesterday. I said, dude, you're getting Adele. I think he's in jail or dead. But
No,
like, he was the guy for a while. Dude, you're getting Adele. You're getting Adele.
You're getting Adele. By the way, remember when Dells were the shit?
Dells were Apple before Apple.
Bitch, if you had Adele and if your Dell was skinny, oh.
If you had a thin Dell, you were rich.
If you had anything thin, if your razor was thin, your razor phone,
StarTAC, Razor,
all of it. If it was all thin, you were rich.
What's this? Yeah, the StarTAC was the one that was like that came. It was like Carrie Bradshaw basically had every skinny Motorola phone before that. Like I miss Carrie Bradshaw just having different phones. StarTACs, Razors,
all of it.
Anything
that razor.
I miss having to raise the antenna of a phone.
No, I miss the clap of a.
Yes,
when you used to hang up on people.
Hanging it because nowadays you think you hung up, you talk shit, and it comes back to bite you in the ass.
Oh, I just need to know that you're not connected once I start talking that shit.
I'm like, this dumb. Oh, whoops. Oh, she's still on the line. Hey, girl. Hey, Susie.
That was the original screenshot to the wrong person. That was the original screenshot to the person you're talking shit about. Not hanging up.
This dumb. You're still
Remember when we used to three-way people? You remember when we used to three-way people in hopes that they would talk shit about the person who was silently sitting on the other line?
Never fell for that. Never fell for that.
We were demons.
I was just like, come on, baby. If you're bringing up some shit unsolicited, they're on the phone.
Get out of here.
They're on the phone. If you called me and are trying to talk shit, I'd be like, I love that you feel that way.
Here was the problem. People knew my nap schedule when I was in high school. So if they would catch me right after a nap.
Nap schedule in high school.
Oh, yeah, I had a nap schedule.
Where? How?
Oh, right before I went to work, I would take a Disco 30.
Okay.
It was at Disco 30 right before you went to work, bitch. All you need is like 35 to 40. Really. If you can get 40 unsolicited just going in and wake up at 40, because anything over 40, you're
yeah, and you're too tired.
You're too tired.
You're too tired.
The disco nap is out. You're
now you're asleep.
Now you need 220, not eat 220.
Now you sleep.
Now you can sleep. That's why I like to fall asleep watching Law and Order SVU. Because if I watch the first 10 minutes, I'm going to bed during the investigation. If I wake up to the music of the next episode, I know that's 40 minutes.
Also, why does every hotel in America have Law and Order SVU on Marathon?
Because name a bitch who doesn't like Law and Order SVU.
But if you're at home, could you find Law and Order SVU on Marathon?
True.
I wonder how is this happening?
True.
How is this happening? I don't think it's even on regular. I'm just like, what is this channel that you all are subscribing to? Where
True.
It's on 24/7. Not Mariska Hargitay, love you. Chris Maloney would love you to break my back, but like
Chris Maloney or Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal.
I wouldn't leave my man for anybody but Pedro Pascal.
No, Chris Maloney's your man's.
No. Chris Maloney was my Chris Maloney in Oz.
Your actual
Chris
man.
Maloney.
Have you seen that new thing where it's like the materialists where she's like, Big spoon, a little. We share. Dakota Johnson asked Pedro Pascal, "Big spoon, a little spoon." He goes, "Big spoon."
Yes.
Everybody goes, and then like Jake from New Girl's like, "Ah," and like just like passes out. I was like, "Oh damn."
That man is fine.
He's so fine. But also, like, who knows if he's telling the truth? He's just like likes to with us. And also,
I
like,
think he's gay baiting everyone.
but no, I'm just talking about like Big Spoon, Little Spoon. Also, like, he could be verse.
Yeah. I just think people like to do.
Even queer.
No. I think that people do things because they read the internet.
Oh,
Like,
he's
like-
oh yeah, the way he was like, Big Spoon.
He is playing the
Tamar that
internet.
shit.
Yes. They're reading the comments. That's why Beyonce's show is changing so much. Every time she makes a new stop, she changes something different because she's reading the comments. When
What if
people are
she
like,
changed?
oh, the set list, she's changed the remixes. She's changed a lot of
Cowboy
things about
Carter?
the show. And Cowboy Carter. There was a moment where she did that song, My Hips, My Thighs, My Mip. You know that whole song?
I honestly was blindingly stoned.
Oh, you got to see it again.
I mean, I'm supposed to go again in Paris, but I don't think I'm going to go.
It's changed so much. It's so damn good.
Okay.
I saw it at MetLife.
New Jersey.
Loved it.
Okay.
Loved it. Should we move on to the next topic before
Yes,
we
please. Let's go.
continue the chaos?
Let's go.
You guys, also on June 20th, 1975, Jaws, a film directed by Steven Spielberg that made countless viewers afraid to go into the water, opens up in theaters. The story of a great white shark that terrorizes white people in a New England town became an instant blockbuster. And it was a breakthrough for director Spielberg, then 27 years old.
They be giving white people chances. That's insane. They said,
But
"Here, you dumb child."
The fact that he made this at 27 years old? Come on.
Have you seen it?
Have I seen it? Yes.
seen
I don't know
it.
why it was that scary, but I guess for
But I mean,
rich
back
white
in the day, like,
ladies.
lots of people that watch The Birds. I'm like, this is stupid. But like, people had simple brains in the 60s and 70s. You're like, oh my god.
But you know what? It was like real shit could happen. Like that was scary because that could actually happen.
It's not scary to me because when white people go where they don't belong and shit happens to them, I don't have any sympathy for you.
Stop.
I don't with the ocean. The ocean is like Megan. The ocean is monster soup. All right, why are you out there? That's where Jaws lives. Y'all are in his house, acting crazy, acting a fool.
When the submarine blew up, you did not feel bad.
No, baby. There's a documentary about that on Netflix right now. Why are we giving white people documentaries about just being stupid? You're stupid. You went in a submarine that had a PlayStation controller as the thing, and you died.
I want to watch it.
Don't watch it.
I want to
You're
watch it.
encouraging white mediocrity. We should not give white people Netflix dollars when they do dumb shit.
No, because I want to know. I want to know what was going through your mind.
They're white. They're Caucasian. They need to feel danger to live.
Steve, I'm sorry, Steve.
That's why they invented skydiving and dumb
By
shit
the way,
like hang gliding. They're like,
no.
they're like, oh look, the police aren't going to kill me. Let me jump off a cliff and see
They
what
do
happens.
need to feel danger. They do need to feel that
They need to
exhilaration.
feel alive. What we feel
Because-
every day walking by a cop, they need to feel. So they do dumb shit. So they're like, oh, the Titanic, that shit that's been like down there for 100 years. Let's go for why, my guy? For what? For who?
Steve
For
feels
what?
seen. Steve, you feel
You're-
seen.
Thank you both so much for this.
Skateboarding, skiing, skydiving. Shut the up. Things where you have to break bones to get good. Dumb.
Steve, you skateboarded,
Dumb.
didn't you?
No, you guys don't want to go jump out of a helicopter onto the side of a mountain on a snowboard sometime?
No, that's why I couldn't watch the movie Everest with Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, you went up to Mount Everest, and then the landscape was unhospitable to you. You idiot! It's
Steve,
a
tell me-
mountain.
Google how many black people have died on Mount Everest. I bet you it's 0.
Do you remember? Do you remember that movie Vertical Limit with Chris O'Donnell?
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, just a bunch of Okay, this just to your point. Just my people climbing mountains in the snow, and
And you shouldn't be there. You shouldn't be there.
By the way, the fact that there are black people, this is my favorite. When I see a black person on Naked and Afraid in 2025,
You're
I'm like, yes, no, I'm canceling my dinner. I'm watching this shit right now. I want to see how far you get, and don't it up because you put yourself in this situation. Do not it up.
Hey, can I get Gabby in here real quick to
Yeah.
read what she just found?
Yeah,
Your point-
Gabby, find it.
You wanted to get Justin. You wanted to know how many black people have
Yes.
died on
7.
Everest.
Yes,
Here we go.
Gabby.
I don't have the count for deaths. However, a group of about 10 black people went and climbed Mount Everest, summited it, but their leader was a white woman.
Get out of here.
Are they
Were they
alive?
lost? Did they get lost?
No, there's a picture of all of them together.
No, show me the photo. There is not 10 black people.
Run
who
that
are
as
gonna
a social clip because I don't
Yeah.
believe it. That's
Gabby,
live.
there had
That's
to be
like
at
false
least
news.
2 mixed people in there.
False news.
Yeah, Gabby found it.
False news. This is insurrectionist. This is treason. I don't believe you.
I went to a dinner one time at Chateau Marmont, thrown by my very nice friend, Darren Walker, who is one of the most aspirational.
Darren
Gabe.
Dance Grooves?
No, Darren Dance Moves wish he was Darren Walker. One of the most aspirational black men you will ever meet. And Steven Spielberg just so happened to be there. And we sat and chatted like we were 2 old friends. He was one of the nicest men I have met. I've always said I think black people and Jewish people have a lot in common. We both have, tummy issues.
He's Jewish?
We both hate the heat. Spielberg. We both hate the heat. We really got along. But it was just nice and refreshing to talk to this man about his life and about Hollywood and about, careers and journeys and in a he just was so authentic about it, about his journey. It was really interesting. He really is
he got the chance to do what he wanted to do at 27. What the does he got to be salty about?
not salty, just like that
He should be nice. Steven Spielberg, you should be nice. All right. You're a white, straight, rich man in America. You're very talented. But honestly, if Steven Spielberg gave me attitude, I'd punch him in the face. I told Baz Luhrmann it was Black History Month in April. You know why?
He believed it.
Because he's a white man and I don't care. That also happened at Chateau Marmont. And you know what? He knew it wasn't April. So good job, Baz Luhrmann. You're an ally for now.
We love you, Baz. We love you, Steven. What was that scary movie for you that really
It.
you up?
I hate clowns. I hate clowns to this day. I saw it when I was 7.
No, was it that?
Yeah, it. That movie where that Pennywise kills all them kids.
I was scared of clowns too. I don't know if it was from it or from Monsters from Outer Space. You remember that movie when that spaceship came and there was a bunch of clowns running around? Do you remember that one?
Mm-mm.
The one that got me the most and still gets me is I'm not Friday. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah, that is scary because going to sleep. That's a crazy conceit concept.
The fact that someone, Wes Craven, when I see you, it's on site. I don't even care if it's at the pearly gates.
It's dead.
I will fight this bitch again. When I get up there, St. Peter already knows. Do not put me in section 201 because I know Wes Craven is there. I lost so much sleep thinking that Freddy was coming in my dreams. That was the most genius move of any writer, creator in the horror genre. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, it was great. It was great. I got over that because I was he's killing white kids. I was like, Freddy's not coming to my dreams. Freddy didn't want to see what the I dream about.
Freddy was like,
Freddy's never been in a closeted black kid's dreams. Come on in this bitch, Freddy.
Freddy gonna end up in an orgy that he didn't want to be in.
Reach out with your hand, come back with a nub. Come back with a nub, Freddy Krueger. With your bitch ass horizontal striped shirt.
Freddy gonna reach in and get chlamydia.
Knives. Get the out of here, Freddy Krueger.
Freddy said, first of all, I'm not coming to the hood.
No.
That's what Freddy said.
Freddy with a black mom? Please. He be washing dishes at the end with them Freddy Edward Scissorhand ass hands.
Girl, Freddy would have been in there just paying child support for kids that weren't even his.
Freddy would have had several step babies and a mortgage.
Freddy would have had to get a second job.
Freddy had a night job. Freddy worked nights at the Piggly Wiggly.
I've never noticed that Freddy didn't kill black kids, except Kelly Rowland.
But then we were adults. That's I was actually scared of Sleepy Hollow, but I was like, wait, but he was only like that Christina Ricci movie. Like I had a nightmare about that. But then I was like, actually, he was only killing landowners, and guess what? We couldn't own land.
You good, boo.
So the headless horseman wasn't gonna come for me.
I also I don't know, it was really weird. Have you seen Robert Englund in person before? Without all the makeup and stuff? No, just like in his own flesh.
Yeah.
He looks exactly like the character.
Yeah, because it's him.
It is so wild to me. That was scary.
I mean, white people be looking like zombies regardless.
Shut up!
They do. They age horrifically.
Steve is right here, you guys.
I mean,
Steve,
he's
you're
not
going to be
wrong.
really ugly at 46 and just prepare for that. Like,
Steve.
that's your penance for being a straight white man. You're going to, at 50, you just kind of turn to dust.
By the way, Steve, that is your penance for never having to worry about a thing.
And skydiving is a hobby, you asshole.
I just love it so much, though.
Oh
love
my God, I
skydiving?
bet you do. I always say this, I think I would, I don't know. By the way, I liked my struggle. When I look at it now, I liked my struggle. I would do it all over again. I thought it was refreshing and not refreshing.
What are you talking about? Struggle by definition is not refreshing. You know what's refreshing?
Not refreshing. I think that
vodka lemonade. You know what's refreshing? Having a white domestic on a yacht. That's refreshing. That's refreshing.
I just mean my struggle has made me the person that I am. And I think I would be a shell of myself had I not gone through the shit that I have been through.
You'd be Steve.
And I had a triple case of diabetes. I was black, I was gay in the South, and I was broke. Like normally God is like pick one of the three.
Diabetes.
No. But God's normally pick one of the three. You know what I mean? Like he didn't give you all three afflictions.
Yeah.
And I was ugly. 4. Shit wasn't working for me.
But we made it. We are gay, and we've made it to this day. And Steve tells us which way to go, because I by nature do not know. But Steven Spielberg, great for him. Jaws, stupid
Amen.
movie.
And by the way, I think this is the perfect way to end this week.
You know, Jaws
You
was dumb.
guys, yestergays. This has been a chaotic episode, but we love you.
Truly.
Rate, review, share it with a friend.
Cash App.
Cash app us. Send
Like
your
and
mom
share.
this. Yeah, send your mom this shit.
Also, if one more person asks if this shit is weekly when we've been posting 2 posts a week,
Come on, Sarah.
like, honestly, you're lucky Justin's been answering these ones, because I have some smoke for some of y'all in the comments. You dummies.
You guys follow us so we can harass you more. We love you. We will be back next week. Blakely, we're going to be remote again because you're still going to be gay and fabulous and traveling the world. But I will be with you live in studio. So you guys, we will see you next week. And hopefully Steve, Steve won't be so white.
We'll see if Steve's still married.
Yeah. Oh, let's see if Steve's still married next week.
Let's see Steve's marriage count. It's a new episode theme.
Goodbye.
Let's go.